How was EVA Air on a long-haul international flight? Join me as I fly from Taipei back home to Brisbane on EVA Air's only flight to Australia. Hey guys, you've joined me in my capsule hotel that I'm staying at Taipei Taoyuan Airport Terminal 2. Today's flight is at around 9 AM in the morning, so we opted to stay at the airport to ensure we made it on time. This gave me time to head out to the observation deck at 6 AM just outside my capsule hotel. Despite being early in the morning, it was still pretty active, and there were many other people at the observation deck despite the time. Anyways, it was time to head towards our gate, so I headed back to the capsule hotel and checked out. The name of the hotel is Cho Stay, and I would definitely recommend it. Very clean and accommodating. Welcome to a very busy Terminal 2 Taoyuan Airport. This is EVA Air's main terminal at the airport. Our flight BR315 was on time, and we already checked in from our prior flight in Japan, so we got through security with ease even though it was very busy. Taipei Taoyuan International Airport was opened in 1979 to replace the overcrowded city airport in Taipei. It was built as a part of Taiwan's major modernization projects and quickly became one of Asia's key aviation hubs. Originally known as Chiang Kai-shek International Airport, it was renamed in 2006 to Taoyuan International Airport, and today serves as the home hub of EVA Air and China Airlines, two of the biggest airlines in Asia. Single shot. And here's our gate, B6. As we arrived, they announced a short delay to the boarding time. Anywho, this is our plane for today, B17806, which was 4.5 years old at the time of recording and bought new by EVA Air, and it is a Boeing 787-10. They started boarding, and EVA Air always conduct a group boarding process. As we sat quite forward on the plane, they made us board later. I can be your new thing, man.
Don't pop down. You know what my other new thing is? Famous grouse. No. 101 more.
101. Thank you. The EVA Air 787-10 has 342 seats in total, 34 of them being business class, with the rest being economy. This is my seat, 21K. We were greeted with a blanket, pillow and earphones already in our seat. This was our this was our tray table, and it was foldable. It had a document holder, and in the seat pocket they also had one main seat pocket with all the documents and two smaller pockets to keep your phone and stuff. The headrest was adjustable and could fold. And of course, being a 787, we had the adjustable lighting in the windows. To continue, we had great legroom for this long haul flight, and the IFE had a USB A port and a standard headphone jack. Pillow and blanket both felt very premium.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin door has been closed. Please for your transmitting in the translations, such as level.
We began to taxi out, and the safety video started playing. After you enable the IFE screen, immediately various advertisements started playing before you could get to the home screen. But finally, this is the Star Gallery IFE system, and we'll go through the system shortly, but from the IFE we could access the menu for this flight. In this case, this was our options for lunch: a beef or a chicken option, including an appetizer and some sweets, and also a light meal for later on in the flight. On the next page, they showed drinks, which included the variety of alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages. Here are the movie options on the system, showing a good variety of movies and TV shows, including many new releases and HBO Max TV shows. Anyways, we're getting ready to take off from 23 left. Please enjoy this takeoff footage. Straight after takeoff, they immediately began a drink and snack service along with the arrival card for Australia. The snack was some rice crackers, and for the drink I opted with the Taiwanese beer. They soon brought out paper copies of the menu for the lunch service, which I thought was a great touch, and shortly later it came out promptly, and what a meal this is. I opted for the beef option, which was the braised beef with radish and carrot in tomato sauce with steamed rice, and this was served with a bread roll, but that was not mentioned in the menu. I opted for Kalpas water for the drink, and best of all, they had metal cutlery, which was awesome. This was overall a great meal from EVA Air. The main braised beef dish was great, and the meat was super tender. The rest of the meal was super delicious too, and I finished it all. Now continuing on to the IFE review, there is a good selection of music options as well, with also a variety of games as well, which was really impressive to see. As well as this, you were able to access their Sky Shop through the IFE with the images and prices of their products sold. I was pretty convinced to get that 787-10 Star Alliance model, but didn't after all. Now let's take a look at the interactive map. This one is a Voyager 3D one, which is pretty common in new planes at the moment, with a lot of good interactive features. As well as this, the IFE contained good information regarding the airline's fleet as well as other information about the airline. Now let's go through the Wi-Fi connectivity on this flight. EVA Air offer Wi-Fi on this aircraft, which was pretty easy to connect to, and on their website you can also access the e-magazines available. Of course, full access to their Wi-Fi was not free. They just had a 30-minute web browsing plan for free, which was about 10 megabytes, which I used up all the data in a second just by refreshing my emails. The other options were 30 megabytes for $5, 100 megabytes for $15, 300 megabytes for $30, and unlimited for $40. All in USD. So none of their plans are really worth it except for maybe the unlimited, but it just depends how bad you really want it for an 8-hour flight. You can see at this point of the flight, it was made for people to relax and sleep. Therefore, they ended up locking the windows to the darkest setting. Soon after, 2 hours before landing, our second meal came out. It was according to the menu, Cajun spiced pork with penne pasta, And again, this came with metal cutlery, which was amazing. This was served with some fruit, cheese and crackers, and a bread roll. And for the drink, I just opted for a lemonade this time. This was actually my favourite meal of the flight. Super simple, but super tasty. And yeah, definitely enjoyed it. And an hour prior to landing, they played the mandatory biosecurity video for arrival into Australia. Now just taking a look at the Sky Shot magazine. As well as having it on the IFE, I felt like it was really good that they still had the onboard magazine if you'd like to browse there instead and purchase from the Now coming into land, please enjoy this landing footage into Brisbane at night.
Holy shit, we're so low. B&E. Oh, it's the other runway, fuck's sake. Oh. That's actually good. Sweet one. It's gonna take like 20 minutes. It's gonna take like 20 minutes to get to the other side of the airport. Better than Gel on ANA's landing and Jetstar's. Huh? It's better than ANA, Jetstar's and Gel's landing. Yeah.
Alright, as we disembark, sick man. Alright, as we disembark, I'll conclude today's video and give you guys my brief review overall. To start with, we already checked in Okinawa in our prior flight, and we got through security with ease despite being busy, so that was super helpful. The aircraft was newly built, so the seat was really great and comfy, also clean, and had plenty of legroom, so it definitely felt super comfortable on this long haul flight. The IFE was brilliant as well, good sized screen and very responsive. It had a wide selection of movies, TV shows, music and games, including an interactive map, which is really good. Super underrated and definitely felt like it was good enough for a 9-hour long haul flight. The in-flight experience was great. The 2 meals we had were timed perfectly at the beginning and ending of the flight, covering lunch and dinner times. Both meals were full and also cooked properly and tasted really good. My favourite was especially the pork with penne pasta in the last service, as the sauce was super good. And they constantly went around offering drink services as well, which was super great. Also, having the metal cutlery was a great touch and felt very premium, even in economy. Next, the aircraft itself was brilliant. You can tell it's super new as everything is still very clean with no signs of wear. You felt like the aircraft was super modern too, with the responsive IFE screen and the mood lighting in the cabin too. Definitely would not rumble if I was taking this flight to a long route like to Europe on this aircraft. For fees, I paid 81,000 yen or 790 AUD with checked baggage through the EVA Air website, and this was from Okinawa to Brisbane via Taipei, which seems outrageous going one way, but in peak holiday season, it's not too bad. And also considering Jetstar was going for $700 with a connection in Narita, so this felt like a no-brainer for a full-service carrier and a night in a new country too. But if it's not peak season, you can probably fly this route closer to $500, which is still really good value on a full-service carrier. Overall, really enjoyed this flight. Felt very premium and a different change to the normal Jetstar that I normally take going from Japan to back home. So definitely would recommend, and definitely feels super underrated as well. So hopefully in the future you guys would travel with EVA Air, as their service is really good. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, as we got so many more trip reports lined up. And safe travels and goodbye.